Before we continue with the rest of the video, we could use your help. Click the like button to help spread word about watchJojo animals, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. These people were enjoying a pool party when an enormous intruder decided to crash it. The party knew they might get close to nature, but they didn't realise exactly how close. They soon found out when they were enjoying time in their swimming pool under a beautiful sun. They must have heard footsteps first, because suddenly a titan appeared through the trees. On February the 9th, 2010, a social media user called Kerry Dunn uploaded an incredible poolside video to YouTube. It showed something that most people never got to experience, a close encounter with one of nature's giants. It was an event they would never forget. The meeting in question took place at a safari lodge in the northeast of Botswana, Southern Africa. The video shows a pair of people, and possibly a third behind the camera, enjoying some time in a swimming pool. However, the scenery is far from mundane. The open-air pool is built into the ground in an outdoor location. In fact, it's set against a beautiful African savanna backdrop, and as the group were enjoying their pool time, they were approached by a huge wild animal that walked out of the trees. In the moments that followed, the group had a close encounter with one of Africa's majestic giants, the elephant. Actually, that is one of the main lures of their poolside location. That's because they were staying at a holiday location called Elephant Sands. According to the website, Elephant Sands is a bush lodge and campsite in the northeastern part of Botswana. It goes on to describe how the amazing creatures drink within 2 meters of you. But the animals aren't fenced in at Elephant Sands. Instead, the location is left wide open for the animals to wander around the grounds. And that was exactly what happened in Dunn's video, as the lodge's guests watched the elephant approach. But what did it want with the swimmers? It was more interested in the swimming pool than the people and headed straight for the water. After only a brief hesitation, the huge animal dunked its trunk into the pool and took a huge sip. The swimmers must have been astonished. They stayed perfectly still and watched open-mouthed as the gentle giant drank from their pool. But one mouthful wasn't enough for the thirsty elephant, and it dipped its trunk in again for another. After that, the elephant seemed to have its fill. With a steady glance at the people who were watching it, the swimmer's guest flapped its ears and turned away. Since its thirst was sated, it slowly walked back into the trees and out of sight. Although the elephant was an uninvited guest, it definitely wasn't unwanted. Best chicken fight partner ever, the video's description read, and at least he was polite enough to not knock over the beer. It wasn't just the guests that enjoyed the experience either. The video has had millions of views so far. To be exact, it has 12 million views and 30,000 likes. Indeed, it might have gotten even more, but people seemed to be worried about the elephant. They were concerned about what effect the swimming pool's chlorine might have on it. Thankfully, it turned out their fears were unfounded. Dunn updated the video's description to clear up the issue. Apparently, the pool wasn't chlorinated, so there was no risk to the elephant in any case. But would the chlorine have caused any harm? According to animal enthusiast site Honest to Paws, yes and no. It said that chlorine isn't good for an elephant's health, but the occasional drink wouldn't cause lasting damage. It's also not unheard of for elephants to drink out of swimming pools elsewhere. On March the 10th, 2014, Africa Geographic reported on a herd of elephants invading an Ngoma safari lodge for water. Both Africa on Foot and Thamo Tree Camp swimming pools also have regular pachyderm visitors. There's a good reason for it too. An elephant's thirst is a result of its diet. The website Sun Safaris reports elephants can spend 12 to 18 hours a day feeding and digesting a variety of coarse vegetation, it said. That means that they need to drink plenty of water. Not only that, but elephants love to play in water too, so they're always sure to bring their trunks. They can use these amazing adaptations to spray water like a hose or as scuba gear to breathe underwater. But it's not all fun and frolics for elephants. Unfortunately, elephants are an endangered species and they need protection. Perhaps the most obvious danger to them is hunting. Elephants are targeted for the high price their ivory fetches on the black market. Recent political events have added fuel to this fire. In November 2017, US President Donald Trump planned to reverse a ban on importing trophies from hunted Zimbabwe elephants. However, that decision has since thankfully been postponed until he can review all conservation facts. Protesters fear that if such an action is taken, it could severely damage elephant numbers. Combined with habitat loss, it could potentially spell the end for elephants. This hammers home just how amazing and memorable encounters such as Dunn's truly are. It also reinforces why it's so important to prevent the extinction of these wonderful creatures. Please do not forget to share this video with your friends below.